Hey mamas, welcome back to Simply Stretch. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Simply Stretch is the Christian alternative to yoga, so although it is made for Christians, you don't have to be Christian to be here. We do just some amazing stretches. We just don't worry about adding in all of the Hindu religion that comes along with yoga. So thank you so much for being here. We are going to work on some much needed hip and back relief as you get towards the end of your pregnancy here. So although this is meant and designed for third trimester, this is safe for all trimesters. So let's get right into helping our bodies feel better together. Okay, we're going to start with just a short warm-up. I promise it will be painless. So let's bring our arms out to the sides, out wide, arch your back, and then bring your palms together, round out your back, tuck your tailbone, and bring those arms out wide again. We're just going to move between these two movements. And we're not worrying about getting a stretch during our warm-up. We're just getting those muscles and joints lubricated and warmed up and ready to be stretched out for us. And as we move through today's stretch, I just want to throw a reminder in there that in pregnancy your body creates an excess amount of relaxin, which is a hormone that does exactly what it sounds like, which is relaxes your muscles. So we need to keep that in mind when stretching, because it can be very easy to overstretch because of this hormone. So please pay attention to your body, listen to your body. If you notice that you're overstretching, I want you to pause and come out of that stretch and try again. Okay, let's move to some arm circles. So we're going to bring our arms out to our sides, and we're going to lean into our side as we go in circles. Working on getting that side net stretched out. A little bit more of those shoulders. Those might need a little bit of a stretch due to all the stress that you're feeling these days. Let's reverse directions. You're doing great. We're almost through the warm-up here. Let's move to some gentle hip circles. So feet wider than hip width apart, hands on your hips, and bring them in a nice circle. You can start with smaller circles if you would like, and then work your way to bigger as you feel your hips start to warm up a little bit. Whatever feels best for you. Let's reverse directions. Okay, we're going to do just 30 seconds of squats. So ready and go. We're keeping those knees over our toes. Sending those booties to the ground. Getting those legs and hips a little bit of a workout. I promise this is the last hard thing that you'll do. We've got just nice and relaxing stretches after this. Awesome. Okay, let's come onto the floor and take your time moving through these stretches today. If you're a little behind, no worries at all. We're going to come into a seated position. And if you're feeling some tightness in your knees or your hips, you can take a block and just pop it underneath of your hips here. That takes all the pressure off. If you don't have a block, a pillow, a rolled up blanket, anything like that will do. So once you're in this comfortable seated position, we're going to bring our hands just to our knees And on the exhale, we're going to round out our spine and tuck that tailbone. Bring your chin to your chest. Let's take a deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale, come back to center. And exhale, push that chest up to the sky, arch that back. Another deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, come back to center. And exhale, round out that spine. Take another deep breath. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, arch that back. Deep breath. We're going to move through these next ones a little bit quicker, you guys. So let's inhale, come back to center. And exhale, arch your back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and arch. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, round out the back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, round out the back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, round out the back. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, arch the back. Inhale, let's come back to center. Amazing. Okay, we're going to stay in this seated position, and we're going to just fold forward from the hips, nice and easy, nice and simple. So hinge forward from the hips, and you're going to begin to feel that beautiful stretch in your hips. And if you need to make a little bit more room for baby, go right ahead. You can bring your feet together in front of you and do a forward fold like this to find a balanced position so you're not falling backwards or hinging forwards. And make sure that you're keeping a tall, neutral spine. Let's focus on relaxing our hips and our knees, keeping that back in a safe spot. And turning your attention to those muscles being stretched. That should be the only tension that you're feeling in your whole body. Let's inhale and exhale, go a little deeper into the stretch. Relaxing those muscles, feeling those hips and low backs start to relax and stretch out. Get back into the position they're supposed to be in. Okay, good. Let's slowly come back up. We're going to move on to our knees. Again, taking your time getting between positions today. Let's walk those big toes together and knees come wider than hip width apart. Let's sit down and back, and we're going to come forward. So depending on how big your belly is, You may want an exercise ball to put your hands on. You could use a couple pillows stacked up. You could use, the top of the couch, whatever feels best for you. Or you can just come down onto your forearms and sit here. And you're not going to get as much of a shoulder stretch, but that's okay. You can still get a beautiful, beautiful hip stretch out of this one. And I typically like to come down, bring my forehead to my forearms, and just rest here. Or if you do have enough space to bring your hands onto the ground and rest your forehead on the ground, you can go ahead and do so. And when we're in this position, I want us to start with just a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And let's begin to do a full body scan. So let's start at the top of our head and relax muscles as we scan through our body. So our forehead, our eyebrows, our eyes, our mouth, our shoulders. Next, your back from the top of your spine to the bottom. Relax our hips and our knees, our ankles. And take a deep breath. Enjoy this full body relaxation. Letting all that tension melt out of your back and your hips. Allowing your body to feel the best that it can in this moment. Okay, let's start to slowly work our way out of this position. Walking those hands up, bringing our knees together, and coming up onto all fours. And then into a tall kneel. So, once you've gotten here, you may need a wall or a couch or something just to stabilize you as we move between these next couple of positions. So take a moment to get a chair, a stool, or if you're near your couch, just scoot close enough so that you can get a hand on something. Or if you feel stable enough, go ahead and do it out in the open as well. We're going to bring that right foot forward. And we're going to bring both of our hands onto the left side of our right foot so that we have enough room for baby. So come forward, and once you're here, we're going to sink our hips towards the ground. So we're driving them towards the ground, really opening up that entire hip joint. And remembering to keep a nice neutral spine. We're not letting our head hang down. We're just focusing on our hips at the moment. Keeping that knee stacked over the ankle. So if you need to adjust your foot to get in the right spot, go ahead and do so. Again, remembering not to overstretch, so if it's too much, just back it off a little bit. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's rock back onto that left knee. Slowly walk our hands back, and we're going to pivot back on that heel to get a nice calf and hamstring stretch. And we're going to sit here for a minute, again remembering to keep a tall neutral spine. If this is too much for you with your hands on the ground, you can come up out of that and instead just use the wall for some balance and hinge forward from the hips, and you'll begin to feel that nice muscle open up on the back of your leg there. Try your best to relax this knee, relax that calf and the hamstring so you can get as best of a stretch as you possibly can. And let's shift our weight forward again, stepping our right foot back and bringing our left foot forward this time. Again, bringing both of our hands to the right side of our left foot to make room for baby, and driving those hips into the ground, keeping your left knee stacked over your left ankle. Again, just focusing on those hip muscles being stretched out. Good, let's shift our weight backwards, gently walking those hands back and pivoting back on the left heel, again coming up if this is too much for you, and then hinging forward from the hips to get that beautiful stretch in your calf and your hamstring. This is a good one to do, especially if you struggle with restless leg during pregnancy. Really get those calf muscles stretched out before you head to bed. Okay, great. You can shift your weight forward again. Well, thank you so much for stretching with me today. I hope that your hips and your back and all the aches and pains are feeling just a little bit better. If you liked this pregnancy video, I also have a first and second trimester stretch sessions available for my members on our website through our membership program, so go check that out if you'd like. Otherwise, I hope that the rest of your pregnancy goes so well. Please make sure to like and comment and subscribe if you did enjoy this. I say that not to increase myself, but I just hope to help this channel reach as many people as it can and help as many people as it can. So I truly appreciate you guys being here and all the support. I love you guys so much. God loves you too. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.